Okay, so I'm going to answer the second half of my participant's question from the Ultimate Homeschool Mom Vent Session. Thank you so much to that mother who gave this question. And the second half was, what if my child is frustrated when doing math, and how can I help them? And also, how long do we spend on this subject? So I have a recorded answer that I'm going to play for you in a bit, but I wanted to just kind of add a little extra piece before I go into that answer to say that, we're holistic beings, right? So we need to consider all aspects of our lives when we're entering into any kind of endeavor. So how is the child feeling mentally, emotionally, psychologically, physically? Did they have a good meal? Do they feel energized? Are they getting enough exercise? Have they been outside to get out all of the energy that they need to get out of their system before they get to have to sit down and be still to do brain work, right? That is a necessity. Are you well hydrated? Both, mama and child, are you well hydrated? Are you well rested? Are you in need of just getting some deep breaths of fresh air to just kind of get that oxygen to the brain? For math, I learned this from a teacher when I used to teach in public school. She actually took her class, to the water fountain every, 30 minutes or so. It's probably a 90-minute class, which is a bit long for a math class, but she took her students to the water fountain to hydrate their brain. Our minds need to be fluid, and to have a fluid medium in order for those dendrites to have those synaptic firings. You like all that fancy pants words, but it's needed. I've had that experience where it's like, what is the answer to this math problem? And then I go drink a glass of water, or same with my child, they go drink a glass of water, and all of a sudden it makes complete sense, right? So when our brains are nice and well hydrated and feeling nice and juicy and not dried and sticky and can't really process thoughts amongst itself, then it makes it difficult. And so that's something to consider. Again, like I said before, as holistic beings, how is the home life? Our kids operate really well when there are low stressors, or low stress levels going on around them. How's the married life? Did they hear an argument last night or the morning before Papa left for work or what have you? All of these things need to be considered. The child is going to want to, their mind is going to focus on the thing that is catching their attention the most. So when there's love in the home and all of the physiological aspects are taken care of, then we can move into the brain work and studying. So I know that was a pretty long extension to the answer I'm about to play for you next, but hopefully that will help. And I'll just go ahead and go into the previous answer that I had already recorded for you. All right, thanks to the mama again for this question, and let's get into it. So we did Charlotte Mason method, very rigidly at one point and then kind of loosely at another point, and just took the principles. And 15 minutes is a good amount of time to spend. The ideology is full attention and best effort. My kids are teens now, and I can say full attention, and they'll finish with best effort. They'll even say, "Mom, full attention, best effort," come on my phone while they're trying to talk to me. But this is the principle. 15 minutes, you sit, you get focused, you do the task, you get it done, get mastery as far as possible, and then you're done. Matthew C., they also teach from the Charlotte Mason point of view, and if there isn't mastery within that day, you would take some time. You'd have to check with them to verify this, maybe an hour or so, before you go back and do another lesson. So remember I said you have lesson A, and then You can move on to lesson B if you need to continue practicing, and then if you need to, you move on to lesson C, or you can skip it and go on to systematic review, which reviews lessons from the before. But you don't want to slam several 15-minute lessons back to back to back to back, because a child needs time to process these things. They have assessment tests online. Last time I was on there, that you can find out what level your child is on. You can find if there's any gaps. They even have a program for filling in those gaps, and it's an amazing program to help you set your child in the right place. But that would be my recommendation. Again, you need to do your own research. There's tons of stuff out there. Bottom line is, make sure that you praise your child when they are done. Tell them what an excellent job, the full attention, the best effort they gave. You're so proud of them. And then find some fun times for them to implement that math into everyday life, and so they can have wins over and over again. We never want the educational experience to be frustrating and hard. So if they're frustrated, step away, do something different that uses another part of the brain, where there's something artsy, craftsy, going outside, singing songs, or what have you, cooking food, or maybe doing a chore or two, or even taking a break and taking a nap or something in a hammock in a tree. But make sure that we don't reach those high frustration levels, and we enjoy our time together with every subject that we do.